Hello students, happy morning to all. How are you? Hope you are fine and relax at home. For a little moment, let's learn about human rights. The objectives of human rights. International efforts for protecting human rights. Basic human rights ensured in the Indian Constitution. Functions of institution involved in the human rights. The laws to objective types of human rights. Then introduction. The lesson travels through the history of organizations for human rights. Fundamental rights are enshrined in the Indian Constitution and fundamental duties. Constitution along with the introduction of national and state human rights commissions. The other rights are like children rights, SC and ST, women's and laborers, etc. Thrown out from the train. On 7th June 1893, a person who was eligible to travel in the first class compartment with ticket at Petersmaritzburg. Who was that special person, children? He is none other than the father of our nation, known as Mahatma Gandhi. From that moment, he started non-violence, that is called as Satyagraha. Then, what is human rights? The human rights is inherent to all human beings regardless of race, gender, nationality, ethnicity, language, religion, and other status. Everyone is entitled to these rights without discrimination. End of apartheid. Apartheid means racial discrimination between whites and non-whites in South Africa. The protest against the minority whites by non-whites. Nelson Mandela raised his voice against apartheid, so he imprisoned. In the year 1990, F.W. de Klerk, the fear of racial civil war and growing domestic and international pressure. With the effort of Mandela and de Klerk, apartheid came to an end. In the year 1994, multiracial general election, Mandela led African National Congress Party. Finally, he became the president. UDHR. The expansion for this Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The UDHR is a milestone document in the history of human rights. The declaration was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in Paris on 10th December 1948. There are 30 articles in the UDHR and it guarantees freedom of expression as well as civil, political, social, economic and cultural rights to race, gender and nationality, as all people are born free and equal. Social, economic, and cultural rights. After the World War II, these three rights are integral part. Social rights are regular rights for all citizens in the society. Economic rights are guarantee every person to meet their needs. Cultural rights are the enjoyment of components in conditions of equality, human dignity, and non-discrimination. Civil and political rights. These two rights protect an individual's freedom from the government, social organization, and private individuals. The term civil rights refers to the basic rights afforded by laws of the government to every person regardless of race, nationality, color, gender, age, and religion, etc. Political rights is a power to all citizens to participate directly or indirectly in the administration. Then, the fundamental rights. The fundamental rights types are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, freedom of conscience and religion, right to cultural and educational rights for minorities, and right to constitutional remedies. The right to equality is equal before the law. Then, right to freedom. The 6 types of freedom are mentioned in the Indian Constitution. Freedom of speech and expression, to assemble peacefully without arms, to form associations and unions, to reside and settle in all parts of India, to move freely throughout in India, to practice any profession and carry on any occupations, trade or business. Then, right against exploitation. It is against the law to employ children below 14 years of age in mines, factories, or other occupations. Neither contractor nor an employer can force a worker to do a job against their will. Then, right to freedom of conscience and religion. The right gives the citizen freedom to follow a religion of their choice. Then, cultural and educational rights. The Constitution gives us the right to preserve, protect, and promote culture, to open schools, associations, and societies to preserve and promote our tradition and culture. Then, right to constitutional remedies. The fundamental rights are guaranteed by the Constitution. The court then issues orders, which are called writs, to the government to restore the rights to the citizen. By the writ, Pritika Yarini won a right of employment. Then, fundamental duties. The original Constitution, which came into force with effect from 26 January 1950, did not contain fundamental duties. These were incorporated in the Constitution by the 42nd Amendment Act in the year 1976. The Constitution states 11 fundamental duties as given below: to respect for the Constitution and its institution, the national flag and national anthem, to follow and cherish the noble ideals, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity, and integrity, to defend the country and control service when called upon to do so, promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood, go beyond the limit, transcending religious, linguistic, regional, or diversities, dignity for women, to value and preserve the rich heritage of culture, to keep good condition, to improve and protect environment, and to have compassion to living creatures, to safeguard public property and to abjure from violence, to strive towards all sphere of individual and to higher level of endeavor and achievements, to provide opportunities for educations to the child up to the age of 14. National Human Rights Commission, in short NHRC. NHRC is an autonomous body constituted on 12th October 1993. It is responsible for the protection and promotion of human rights in India. The Act has rights to relating to life, liberty, equality, and dignity of the individuals. The office is located in New Delhi. Functions of NHRC: to inquire the violation of human rights, to prevent the public servant, to intervene in court relating to human rights, to undertake and promote the field of human rights, to engage the education in various sections of the society, to encourage the NGOs and the institutions in the field of human rights. Then, State Human Rights Commission, in short SHRC. Every state in India has SHRC established in accordance with the power conferred on the state under Section 21 of the Protection of Human Rights Act in the year 1993. The SHRC office is in Chennai. Functions of SHRC: to enquire the violation of human rights, to specify the state and concurrent list. Objectives and duties as same as NHRC. It has a chairman and 2 members. The power of a civil court and to suo motu. What is suo motu? It is motion in Latin word. It means motion in Latin word. Then, child rights. A child has not completed 18 years, a minor as per UNO. Article 25 exhibits the principles of the rights of the child are accepted and adopted in UN General Assembly on 28th November 1989. What are the rights of child? The rights are right to life, family environment, education, and to benefit from social security. Then, right against sexual exploitation, sale and other forms of child labor. Then, Malala. Who is Malala? She is a Nobel Peace Prize laureate, determined to continue her fight until every girl to go to school, to ensure all girls receive 12 years of free, safe, and quality education, with more than 130 million girls out of school today. POCSO Act. What is the abbreviation for POCSO Act? Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. The child as being of paramount importance at every stage. Next, salient features of POCSO Act. It defines a child as below 18 years to ensure healthy physical, emotional, intellectual, and social development. Women rights. National Commission for Women to review the legal safeguards for women. Nowadays, women have held high offices like President, Prime Minister, Speaker of the Lok Sabha, and so on. Women's rights under equality, dignity, and freedom from discrimination, and EVR agitate for temple entry for Dalit and started self-respect movement. Thank you, children.